All right, everybody, welcome back to the SleeperHold Society podcast. I'm Joe Rogan, and tonight we're stepping into the weird, the violent, and the straight-up psychotic, because round one of the Wrestlemania League is kicking off with a match that feels like someone spiked the Attitude Era with horror movie fever dreams. Joining me is a trio of certified legends / chaos agents. Logan Paul, the social media knockout king. Becky Lynch, the man with more receipts than a tax auditor. And WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, who once put fear in more people than the IRS. Let's not waste time. Logan, you're up. You've got the mic for this one. Simon Miller style. Give us the breakdown on the Fiend versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Take us to church, man.
All right, let's go. Because this right here, this ain't just a match. It's a freaking existential crisis in spandex. We've got Stone Cold, a walking middle finger, soaked in beer and bad decisions, coming out of retirement like he just heard someone talk trash about Texas. And on the other side, we've got the Fiend. Not the Fiend you remember. No snarling, no red lights. This is Silent Hill in a mask. He doesn't run. He doesn't talk. He just stares into your soul like it owes him rent. So Stone Cold crashes the WrestleMania League press conference and drops the most Texas promo of all time, talking about Halloween masks and stomp mud holes. Classic. But then, that's when the weird starts. Weeks of glitchy vignettes, Uncle Howdy quoting poetry like he just came out of therapy, and Pete Dunne looking like he saw the end of time. Austin stomps a Howdy mask on Raw and pours beer on it, right? Lights go out. Boom, beer turns to black ooze. I'm sorry, what? This ain't bar rescue. This is demonic kitchen nightmares. Meanwhile, the Fiend just keeps showing up without doing anything, just watching, tilting his head like, interesting trauma you've got there, Steve. And in the go-home show, Fiend doesn't even show, just Howdy in a rocking chair like he's filming an A24 movie in a cornfield, saying Fiend doesn't want to hurt Steve. He wants to understand him. Bruh, that's worse. Honestly, I hate to say it, but it's the Fiend, because Stone Cold fights with fists, but this version of the Fiend, he fights with themes. Stone Cold is trying to punch through a wall of symbolism. The Fiend is out here playing 4D trauma chess. Let's talk Roman Reigns. He's Stone Cold's boy, but he already looks sketched out by the black ooze incident. Dude might bail when things get too freaky. And don't forget Uncle Howdy and Pete Dunne. Are they going to interfere? Are they just there for the vibes? Or are they the reason this match turns into WrestleMania Paranormal Activity Edition?
Dude, chills. Literal chills. He fights with themes is wild. I need that on a t-shirt. Becky, you've been in mind game feuds before. You buying what the Fiend's selling?
Honestly, Joe, I'm halfway between terrified and impressed. You got Austin, this grizzled war dog who doesn't back down from anyone, but now he's up against someone who doesn't fight angry, he fights controlled. That version of Bray, that's a man who's been broken twice and is still standing. There's a serenity to that, and that's more dangerous than rage. Austin won't rattle him. You can't flip off a ghost and expect it to care.
And here's the thing, Joe, Austin is allergic to change. He hates this new era. He sees the Fiend as a threat to everything he stood for. But this isn't the same game anymore. You can't beer bash your way through trauma and mind games. I mean, the ooze alone, I would have been on the first flight out. But I do think Austin's got one trick left. But we've seen him play possum before. You don't get to be a legend by being dumb. He could be walking into this match like play the bait, then drop the hammer.
So let me get this straight. We've got one guy trying to finish an arc he never got to start, and the other trying to end someone else's story before it gets rewritten. Okay, let's talk tail of the tape. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Fiend, the 2023 version.
Yo, this match feels like what happens when your Xbox gets haunted.
And when Texas gets drunk and invites the devil over for a fist fight.
Exactly. But first, Trish, you're kicking us off. Miller Mail, take us there.
Right then, strap yourselves in and brace your necks, because this one's not just a tale of the tape. It's a battle between a beer-swilling bulldozer and a trauma-stitched enigma with a mask. straight out of your deepest therapy session. Let's talk league standings. Wait, there are none. It's round one, folks. No form to lean on, no wins to brag about. Just tension and trauma baked into Texas heat. Storyline edge. You'd think it's Austin. He's been front and center, flipping birds, pouring beer on haunted props, dragging Roman Reigns into chaos like it's 98 all over again. Dude's cut promos like he's ready to punch a poltergeist in the mouth. But the Fiend, oh, he's not fighting back yet. He's absorbing, watching, unfolding like some creepy bedtime story you didn't finish reading. He hasn't said a word. And that silence is louder than anything Austin's shouted. Factors, Roman Reigns is telling Austin to chill, but has anyone in history chilled less than Steve Austin? No. Pete Dunne's watching from the shadows like a wolf off the leash, and Uncle Howdy's out here speaking in riddles like a demonic Dumbledore with a grudge. The Fiend doesn't want to beat Stone Cold, he wants to understand him, and that's terrifying. Advantage depends on what breaks first, Stone Cold's patience or the Fiend's silence. And you know what? WrestleMania Texas just got colder. And a whole lot creepier.
Whew, that was a damn TED Talk of terror, Logan, Becky. How do you follow that?
Okay, I'm just going to say it. If you told me 6 months ago I'd be rooting for a guy who doesn't talk and hangs out with lanterns, I'd laugh. But this Fiend, he's different. He's cinematic. He's like a horror movie that learned how to wrestle. Up in the ring with legends. Nothing prepares you for that first slap from someone like Stone Cold. Dude's knuckles have Hall of Fame status. If he connects early, the lights don't just go out in the arena. They go out in your soul. My pick, I think Stone Cold starts fast, but the Fiend ends it slow. Real slow. Let me in. Slow.
You know what? I get it. The Fiend's spooky, sure. Quiet, yeah. He's basically trauma in a trench coat. But let me tell you, Stone Cold has wrestled through wars, chairs, blood, corporate hell. You think a man that fought Vince McMahon with both middle fingers cares about a guy playing peekaboo with a lantern? This ain't about who's more mysterious. It's about who swings harder.
And there it is. The table is set, the stage is lit, and the war begins now. At WrestleMania, Texas, it's the first match of the league. No safety nets, no rest days. Just a rattlesnake with something to prove versus the ghost of everything WWE left behind. Austin wants a fight. The Fiend? He wants something deeper, and the scariest part, he might just get it. SleeperHold Society will be watching. Don't blink.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the return of the WrestleMania League, a war of legends, a test of eras, and we are kicking things off with a match nobody thought they'd ever see. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Fiend.
And this isn't the Fiend of old, Cole. This version doesn't run on rage. He runs on something colder, something quieter. Uncle Howdy says he doesn't want to hurt Austin. He wants to understand him. That terrifies me more than any mandible claw ever could.
And yet on the other side, you've got the Texas Rattlesnake. No nonsense, no fear, no patience for anything that smells like smoke and mirrors. But maybe, just maybe, this is one mirror Austin should have left untouched.
Stone Cold said it himself. He's not fighting a demon, a myth, or a bedtime story. He's fighting a man. But after what we saw last week, the lights out, the black ooze, the message, let me in again, Stone Cold might have picked a fight with something he can't brawl his way out of.
The bell's going to ring, but this isn't a match. This is a test of what breaks first. Austin's fists or the Fiend's mind games. And I don't think either of these two are walking out the same.
It's time. League round one. The Rattlesnake versus the Reborn Fiend. And I've got chills already.
As ornery and mean as ever. and yet Stone Cold looks as unstoppable.
We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that'll never ever end.
The Fiend has returned, and no one is safe. Somehow the Fiend is even more frightening than ever. Creepier, more sinister, and looks to be even more dominant.
Yeah, considering how dominant the Fiend has already proven to be, the WWE has once again been placed on notice.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Oh, that might have just broken something. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Oh, driving the elbow. And the Fiend won't be having a good night if he allows more offense like that.
Yeah, and this is the Texas Rattlesnake. You've got to know how to set him off and how to use that to your advantage.
Drop right on their face. Not the position you want to be in right now. My goodness! And then... Sliced bread. What a counter! Power slam. Oh. Oof.
Turns that away.
He's turning the tables. Sister Abigail. Good night. Into the pin attempt. 2. And he powers out.
He thought he had it.
Then stuck in the crosshairs. Stone Cold is in deep. Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. There is no way in hell Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to tap out.
I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. Austin could be fading.
And watch this. Letting him free. Look out. Oh, choke bomb. Is it enough? The cover. 2. Breaks the count.
Almost inhuman.
Ooh, that'll kill you over.
Austin stomping a mud hole, relentlessly stomping away at his opponent.
Ooh, goes tumbling to the outside.
A well-timed dodge.
And this could do it. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
Good Lord.
Did you hear that impact?
Well, the squared circle has been transformed into a ballroom of sorts for Sister Abigail.
Sister Abigail! For the win! 2! Fights at it. Uh-oh, mandible claw! Mandible claw!
The Fiend may have sealed things up.
There's 2! Wow, just barely making it out.
Austin's how kicked out. I cannot believe the beating he's been able to endure.
I thought it was over. The WWE Universe.
Austin with
Stunner! Stone Cold with a stunner!
That's going to keep the Fiend down.
He's still in this fight.
Where in the world
Where
does he
did
do
he get-
superhuman things? That's what these combatants are doing here. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Austin with
Stunner!
Will Stone Cold
was defeated. I almost don't believe it. The Fiend taken down tonight. But how long before this monster rears his head again? Could be sooner than we'd like.
He did it. Stone Cold Steve Austin survives one of the most unsettling, punishing matches of his career and starts the WrestleMania League at the very top of the mountain.
It took 2 stunners, a war outside the ring, and sheer defiance of whatever the hell the Fiend has become. But Austin walks out the winner.
I mean, that was more than a match. That was a psychological siege. The Fiend had him in the mandible claw twice. Hit Sister Abigail twice. And Austin still found a way to dig deep and land the final shot.
Stone Cold said he wasn't fighting a myth, he was fighting a man, and tonight he proved that even the darkest shadows can bleed. Austin sits at the top of the standings with 1 win. The Fiend drops to the bottom.
But Cole, tell me honestly, does that look like a man who's been defeated? Because the Fiend hasn't moved, he hasn't left, he's just lying there. And for some reason, that's what scares me the most.
This isn't over. The league's just begun, and something tells me the Fiend didn't come here to win quickly. He came here to become something. And whatever that is, I don't think it's done with Stone Cold yet.
Stone Cold gets the victory, but the mind games, the horror, the haunting, it's all still lingering in the air here at WrestleMania, Texas. What a way to kick off the WrestleMania League.